Lublin and Poland, where it is located, as a part research work. Now, he has been to international for the sake of research work, and he has collaborated with Department of Electrical Machines and Drives, Lublin University of Technology, and he also started his career in the college, engineering college, and now he is the person who has got many publications for his. Now he is a reviewer for IEEE, Springer, and other reputed journals, and he served as a session chair, coordinator for Springer International Conference and national conferences. He has published more than 18 research papers in SCI and Scopus journals, IEEE conferences, and his research interests are resonant power converts and deep learning and machine learning. He's a person who has been dedicated his life in guiding the students to take the right decisions into the electronics and communication engineering. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Rajesh Tuma, who has got more than 2 decades of experience in teaching and learning, who will be talking more about the prospects and careers in electronics communication engineering. Welcome, Dr. Rajesh Tuma.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Very good evening, everyone. And a big thank for Dr. Maheepathi Srinivas, sir, Director of Admissions. And today, we are going to start about the electronics. So, career in electronics and communication engineering. So, what are the opportunities we will get in electronics and communications after completion of the ECE, and how it is different from the CSE, and what are the opportunities, core, government, and software, that all today we are going to discuss in this online session. So, I'll just share my screen now. Hope this is visible for everyone. So, career opportunities in ECE. So, what is ECE, and what are the opportunities, and how it is different from other courses? So, we'll see in one by one. So, let's go to the first, why ECE. So, why we want to go for ECE? We are seeing that many people are going with the CSE, AML, and other courses. But how it is different for ECE, and what are the opportunities? That all we'll see. So why ECE? So ECE stands for Electronics and Communication Engineering. The name itself will give you that electronics as well as communications. By using the electronics, we are going to communicate with others throughout the world. So here is given clearly the information, that field that connects the world through smartphones, satellites, 4G networks, and Internet of Things. So this is the thing. The ECE is going to be stays long life. Okay. At the same time, ECE is having the dual opportunities, like hardware as well as software industries. Both they can work into these dual opportunities. But if you go in depth, then we can say that you can work in the core job as well as software jobs as well as government career. So 3, you can choose any of these, and based on your interest, you can get into the jobs in various fields in the core, software, and government sectors. Now, I'll say, so if you study in ECE, you may be eligible to go for the software engineering, and you may be eligible to go for the government sector, and as well as you may be go for the core jobs. Okay. And I'll start with one by one. So with software engineering and like software jobs as well as government jobs and core jobs. Now first, let me discuss about the software jobs. So if we go to the software jobs, anybody can enter into the software job. It's not related to the engineering, or it's not related to this. It's only about the degree if you have. Then if you have any skills about any of the course, if you are learned, then you may be eligible to work in the software jobs. So that's why, so everybody is choosing into the software engineering. So now I'm just showing here the top recruiters in the software companies. You can see here there are Google, Persistent, Microsoft, and Apple, Meta, and Oracle, TCS, Tech Mahindra, Wipro. There are multiple companies are there which are working in the. You may work in the various roles in these companies. So the roles which are here in the software industry are software developer. You may be working as a software developer, or full stack Python developer, full stack Java developer, front end developer, back end developer, data scientist, AI engineer, machine learning engineer, DevOps engineer, cybersecurity, UI, blockchain, anything. Just only thing is nothing but in the software, what happened in the software, first they are taking into the company, then after taking that they are going to train you the particular domain whichever it is required for the company. So based on that you are going to be work in the software industry. Next, we are moving into the government opportunities. What are the government opportunities we have? Let's see, there are sectors. I was mentioned about the various sector. We have the jobs and the organization and the roles and responsibilities. Like if you go to the public sector units, then you have a BHEL, Bell, ECIL, HAL, NTPC, ONGC, like multiple companies we have. There you are going to be joining as a graduate trainee engineer and R&D engineer. And if you go to the space and defense, so ISRO, DRDO, space applications and aeronautical applications, you may be joining as an scientist or engineer or a technical engineer. And if you go to the telecom, so you know very well about the BSNL. In the BSNL, most probably you are getting the jobs as a junior telecom officer. If you go to the MTNL and try, so MTNL means what? It's a Mumbai-based company, a Delhi-based company. So where you are going to get the jobs based as a junior telecom officer. TRAI is nothing but what? Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, where you are going to get the as in jobs as a telecom engineer. And railways, if you go to the railways, you know about the RRB. Okay, so in this you are going to get as section engineer, junior engineer, as well as signal engineer. And if you go to the engineering services, it is organized by the UPSC, similar like IAS, IPS, IRS. Is also organized as an Indian engineering services, where you will get the higher rank of post in the various companies in government sector. And defense services. So CDS, Combined Defense Services, and also Air Force and also Indian Navy. So there you are going to be conduct the schemes, and where you are going to work in. After that you are working as a technical officer, signals and systems officer, and electronics branch. You are going related to the electronics branch, the signal engineer, like you may be work. And state government jobs. There are multiple state government jobs which are available, like electricity boards and public works department, RTC, or any related to the state PSCs. So you are going to be working as an AE or JE or assistant engineer. And similarly, if you come for academia and research, you are working as in IITs, NITs as a junior research fellow or research assistant or lecturer. So there are multiple jobs you may be work. So these are the government opportunities. But if you go in depth about the government opportunities, I just want to show about the Maharatnas. So what is Maharatna? So Maharatna is nothing but what the Indian government is given as Maharatna, Navaratna and Miniratna. So that means what? Various government companies which are going to be divided based on the financial. Okay, that means the whatever the revenue which is generated by the company, which is divided by the Maharatna, Navaratna and Miniratna. Miniratna again it is divided into the 1, 2. Let's see about Maharatna. These are the Maharatna, means these are what generating the revenue which is more than 1,000 crores in every year. So if you see in the Bharat Electronics Limited, it's simply we call as a BEL. So it's especially for the defense electronics purpose it is going to be using. And here you can see that the related EC related, you can design signal processing, testing and QA, and PCB design and embedded systems. So this all can be done in the Bharat Electronics Limited as in roles for EC. And if you go for Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, BHEL simply we call, and here you maybe it's going to be generating about the power and industry systems for the core area, where the EC people are mostly communicating in the communicating interfaces and instrumentation and control systems. These are the areas they are going to be work. And Indian Oil Corporation and also NTPC and ONGC, in these all areas you may be working in the different fields. This is about the Maharatnas. And next, if you go for Navaratnas, then total 9 Navaratnas are there, but now one Navaratna is become as an Maharatna. So because now it's only we have an 8 Navaratnas. So out of these 8 Navaratnas, you can see here the HAL will be, that is in Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So here this is especially which is the core area is aerospace. So for aerospace, all application purpose they are going to be working in the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and where you may be working as RF signal processing engineer and radar engineer and avionics. And you may be working in the Indian Oil Corporation Limited, so where you are working as oil and natural gas So for communication and controlling purpose, we maybe work, and Engineers India Limited and NMDC, NLC, containers. So various companies, various core areas, but we are especially in the for power automation, our networking, our communication. So majorly we are into the field of this. So these are the Navaratnas we can see, and mini Ratnas. So that means what this revenue will be less compared to the Navaratnas. So these are Railtel Corporation and Airport Authority of India and MTNL and Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, BSNL and Broadcast Engineering Limited, Econ. So these are the fields which are going to be mentioned in this year: telecom, aviation, and global telecom consulting, communication, rail infrastructures. So where the EC people are going to be working in the various organization like optical communications you may be seeing here, and network engineer, RF engineer, telecom engineer, network specialist, communication technology, so satellite systems designing. So various fields you may be working in the government sector. So these are not only, I have shown here only few companies. If you go and see here, you can see that many companies which are working in the Maharatna, Navaratna and Mini Ratna. So you can see here the 14 companies are there, the updated list here. You can see all these are the Maharatnas, and now these are the Navaratnas. So now Navaratna has been increased to the 15, and not 15, it's been 26 totally. And these are the mini Ratnas which are there, level 1, level 2, level 3. So like you can see, that's all various companies level 2. So these all companies, the EC people are eligible to get the jobs. And most of them are getting the jobs by writing the GATE exam. So graduate aptitude test engineering. So if you write this, if you have been qualified, you maybe get the job in various companies. Next, core opportunities. What are the core opportunities? So till now we are completed about software opportunities so that everybody can work, and the government sector only EC people can work into that many fields. And now coming to the core opportunities. What are the core opportunities first? So whatever we studied in the engineering, the 4 years, so that we are going to be applied in the work environment. So like in semiconductor field, there are various fields here we are presenting, and the roles and the opportunities and the key skills. Let's, if you go to the semiconductor, now India is going to be the number one in the future, because the last year the Narendra Modi started initiation about the semiconductor fabrication unit, so that the many jobs is going to be generated. So now you can see what are the roles: VLSI design engineer, verification engineer, front end, back end engineer, and ASIC and FPGA engineer. Like various roles you may get here. And what exactly you will do is nothing but what you are designing the chip designing and embedded system into the. So, and what the skills is required for this is nothing but what especially required Verilog or VHDL or the Cadence or mental graphics. Now coming to the embedded IoT, this is also one of the specialization for EC. You maybe go and wireless communications and telecommunications. Now if you go for embedded systems, you are getting as embedded system engineer and a firmware developer, IoT solutions architect. And as well as if you, what are the opportunities here in the embedded system, mostly these are working onto the microcontrollers and the various protocols, as well as the various sensors we are using nowadays. The sensors are used in everywhere. So for the designing, and also we are going to using the field of embedded system and IoT and wireless and telecommunication. So this is especially for the communication purpose, where we are going to be using as an RF engineer or telecom network engineer for 5G or 6G specialist. So it requires about the antenna design and the DSP, MATLAB. These are the tools required. MATLAB is a tool which is required to apply for designing of DSP or any programs which is required related to the DSP, and also you can also design by using an antenna. And next, signal processing and AI in EC. So AI is a multidisciplinary which can be work in any field. So here that's why we have mentioned about signal processing and AI. So DSP engineering. So what are the image? So image speech processes. So speech processing or speech recognition and image and video processing and data system. So where the whatever we are speaking, that will be converted into the understandable level, so that it will be understand that is what the process will be done. The signal, whatever the signal which is received, that will be processed and it should be understand. So by using this speech recognition and whatever the images we are, that will be converted. So this all can be done by using the signal processing and AI and robotics and automation. So robotics engineer and control systems engineer, where you can work as an PID controller, ROS or mechatronics. So these are the core opportunities. If we go in depth about the core opportunities, let's see about what are the companies which are related to the semiconductor, embedded and telecom and consumer electronics. So these are the popular companies in the across the world. Tata Elxsi and VVDN Technologies and Sankhya Labs and Tejas Networks, and globally, if you know about the Qualcomm and Intel, AMD, Texas Instruments, and NXP, Micron, Broadcom, MediaTek, Samsung, and STML. So various companies here we are in. Mostly we are going to be seeing about the MediaTek. So every mobile is going to be using almost the processor as either Snapdragon or the MediaTek. So we are going to be know about at least about the MediaTek. Next, EDA tools. And so what are the tools for designing about VLSI and all? We have in Synopsys and Cadence and Mentek Graphics. So these are the tools we required for designing about this VLSI, and as well as about the Keysight and ANSYS also required. And for embedded and IoT, embedded system and IoT, we required about the companies like Tata Elxsi, Bosch India, and VVDN, HCL Embedded, Tejas Networks. So various companies are there, Honeywell, okay, and Bosch Germany. So these are the companies are required for that is they are going to be using for embedded and IoT. And next, telecom and networking. So if you go for the telecom and networking, so Tata Communications are there, TCS, Cisco, and Nokia, Ericsson, and these are all especially establishing the communication in the various in locations in India and abroad. And consumer electronics, everyone about the Samsung and LG, Sony, Panasonic. So these are all, they have separate R&D cells. So they are going to be continuously developing the every year, and so that they are going to be releasing the new products in every year. So that is the consumer electronics. Next, so here you can see that the PM Narendra Modi lays the foundation stone of 3 semiconductor facilities. So this is done in the last year. So what is the benefit of this to the students and the India? So Prime Minister Narendra Modi has laid 3 semiconductor facilities. It is the cost of 1.25 lakhs of crores they are investing. Okay, so because of this, the benefit, there are benefits are nothing but what we can we can directly manufacture the chip in the India itself. We can assemble and we can test. Till now, most of the electronics are coming from the abroad, like China, Taiwan, and Japan and South Korea. So now, if this project has succeed, then we are going to generate the more number of electronics like chips, as well as assembling also can be done in India. So let's see what are the all 3 facilities. So here you can see that there are 3 facilities are there. One is nothing but what chip fabrication, so which are 91,000 crores is going to be invested in Dholera, Gujarat. Okay, this is the company which Tata Power Chip Semiconductor, so which is going to be done. Already started the last year. And next one is outsourced semiconductor. This is nothing but what simply we call OSAT. So that means what here they are going to be assembled and testing can be done in the 2 facilities, and one is at the Samsung at the Gujarat and one is at Assam. So almost they are going to be investing the crores, 7,600 crores here and 27,000 crores in the Assam. So this all 3 can be done at the assembling, fabrication and testing. Everything is done in India. So that because of this, the more number of opportunities can be generated for electronics and communication engineering. And if this, along with this, the India is going to be the revenue, as a part of revenue, it is going to be the India leading in the world. Next, so let's see. So till now we discussed about the various kinds of job opportunities for ECE. Now we'll see what is the difference. Why many people have been choosing for the software jobs compared to the core jobs. Okay. The first of all, I just want to tell you about the more number of people are know about the software job compared to the core jobs. Okay. So that's the one reason. Now I'll give you the multiple reasons. Okay, so why you need to choose about the core jobs, okay, apart from the software jobs. Let's see one by one. So I have given some criteria here. The first one is the salary. So everyone knows about that. After completion of the BTech, they are getting around 6 lakhs or 12 lakhs or 8 lakhs package they are getting. So they may feel that we'll be happy. But after certain 5 years or 6 years, the salary is going to be saturated. Maybe you may be getting 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs. It will be saturated. But if you go to the core, they may start with 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs in the normal companies. But if you go for the MNCs, you may be getting starting with a 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs package also. And it's still increasing. The core jobs, they are getting 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs people, 60 lakhs also per annum they are getting in India. And if you go for upgradation, for software jobs especially, you need to be upgraded every time. So every year there is a new technologies are coming into the market, so you have to upgrade yourself so that you will be in the market. So if you go to the core jobs, so I don't think so you need to upgrade yourself, but you need to upgrade your graduate, your PG or PhD. You can do it. So, but your skills will be in the same. And if you go to the job security and the software jobs, especially, many people are coming into the software. Any graduate can be work in the software, so that the security will be which is less compared to all other jobs. And if you go to the core jobs, very less number of people are moving into the core. So you can say that relatively it's a stable. So stable. So long term, you can come work in the manufacturing roles or core companies. Right? And next, skills. So here it's upgradation and skills coming to the same, but here you need to be upgrade always your skills. Okay, and here there is no need of skills. What are the skills you have studied in your BTech, that will be enough, and you just only need to know about the tools which are going to be working on the tool. Next, your recession risk. So what is recession? First of all, recession is nothing but what, the financial, okay, financially, which is market down. So in the world, so that means because of the financially weak, so the world, so due to this, you may be getting less number of projects. Because of less number of projects, there's a less employability, and most of the time there is a layoffs will be there in every recession. In the 2023 recession, there is a lakhs of people they have lost their jobs in the software. But if you go to the core industry, very less number, very, very less, because the core is going to be, everyone is going to be using the electronics, and everybody is going with the communications. So without electronics and without communications, we can't able to see the world right now. So the core jobs are more safer than the software jobs in the future and the present also. And I just want to tell you the last word, that is, an EC engineer can become a software developer, but not every software engineer can design the electronics. So with this, I just want to conclude that EC is having the vast and opportunities, and especially for this year and the last year people, if they are joined into the ECA, they may surely get one good opportunity in the core side or the government sector compared to the CSE and allied branches. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me the great opportunity. Sir, are you there? Sir? Hello, sir? So, C is the one of the best one, the best course right now in India. Hello, sir?